we got monthly towers. So we got beat the new steeple in Garden of Ishul, steeple of Garden Hose. So it's a steeple that's Garden of Ishul themed, and I've got no clue how to play it, but we're gonna figure it out. Doesn't seem too bad. It actually seems quite fun. To the start. Is it a sideways steeple, dude? Those are awesome. I love sideways steeples. I love like just sideways towers. Those are always so fun. Sideways ones. Yeah, it's a sideways one. I'm already on floor 2. Awesome. We got cool music. This is sick. And March too. I'd like to have March monthly Garden of Ishul steeples. There was one 2022. There was one in June. Not March. Man, they couldn't have had one March 2023. They had one in. Oh. Oh, I see what you have to do. There. And then you have to jump all the way down to here. I guess not. Yeah, at least it saves like the one progress for each floor, so you just fail a floor, you go back, so that's pretty cool. The steeple's pretty fun. Feels that way, at least. I just get eaten? No! I got eaten! What? This steeple just eats you? No! No! That's so dumb! Man, I can't believe I just got eaten by the steeple! That's so ludicrous. Oh my god, I can't believe I got eaten by the steeple. Let's just continue on. What's this thing? I'm literally... I'm stuck in a dimensional plane! This is so dumb. This is dumb, but like in a good way. I'm stuck! What? This is stupid. Oh, you go here. I'm actually like, oh my god, am I like Logan ISO? You just jump down. You literally can't move a single direction. All right, come on. My finger's itchy. All right, did we pass this? No, we didn't. I just fell directly to the very beginning. You get pushed this way, and then you just go back this way. This isn't too bad. This steeple's actually kind of fun. I like it. I wonder what the soul crushing tower is like, if that's any good. Because they're like specifically calling it a soul crushing. This tower, that hasn't happened in a while. There hasn't been a soul crushing monthly in ages. Last time there was one, it was October of 2022. No. Is this? Oh, I think this is 4-3. I'm at this stupid challenge. No, okay. We're gonna do it again. Except this time I'm actually good at the challenge. Yeah, I'm really good at this challenge. Yeah! My skill has gone back from the worst at the game to the best at the game. Because I identify as the best JToH player. It's an identification crisis. That's what it is. Alright, we gotta go around all this stuff. And then we're traversing. We're traversing through! But at an approximate age of 300 years per minute. I think this is a new floor. Oh, we got this. We can. Oh my. That was very cool. This steeple's like really awesome. It should have gone in. It just doesn't fit for some. It does kind of fit now. You know, thinking about it, this is a good like spring / summer like event steeple. Like thinking about it, it would fit really well. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be many of those unless there is like gonna be in Easter event. But there was something similar-ish. Oh my god, that was... What was that? Oh, I see, we have to go. This is interesting steeple. Gotta jump down to here. But yeah, this isn't even like a guide, it's just like a full-blown commentary. That's really what that's what the goal of these were to become. Like just commentary, having a good time while recording. I don't know, maybe you guys enjoying the video. That might not happen. Acting like that's like never gonna happen. I mean, you guys are probably. Oh, this is weird. Okay, this steeple's cool. Oh, I gotta mute my mic real quick. I just had to do something there that I did not want to be on camera. Not on camera, not on audio. On camera. Thankfully, hopefully it didn't get heard. Alright, where do we go now? I guess we go back. Yes, we do. So I gotta check to make sure. Okay, we're good. So we just have to go around. Hit the watery button. No! No! No, no, no. I'm gonna drown. I'm drowning. I can't move. What's happening? I win! Let's go! GG. Yes. Let's go. That's fun, tower. So that's the first tower. Let's go all the way to Ring 8 to beat that tower now. Let's go flying there. See you there. We were in Ring 8 to do the challenging difficulty tower. It's there on the chart. Yeah, you gotta go all the way up to here, go through, and the challenging tower's right there. Tower of Prismatic Wonders. I have never been in this tower before. It's by Armorhead. Oh, I'm excited for this tower. Ooh. I feel like I'm gonna like this tower a lot. I can already see myself liking the tower. Also, I went the wrong way. Wait. I went the wrong way twice. This tower is gonna be fun. Unless it's not going to be. The gameplay is very, like, acute, so see what happens. I mean, but that is, like, it's, like, close together, but not. The jumps are weird. Tower seems really fun to do. Yeah, this is gonna be a great tower to complete. You can already tell I'm already on floor 2. Wow, this tower is amazing. This tower's like really fun. I'm shocked. It's like these colors are cool. It's seems like it's in that spot in Ring 8 where like nothing can lag. It's over, or my computer's being really good, which props to my computer. Alright, that part was a bit weird, but we figured it out. And let's instantly shrink when touched. You can't stand on them for too long. So just like, oh wow, they instantly shrink. They don't. They instantly shrink. I don't know what clicked in my mind to think that was different. But this is like, this is good. This is too. Darker and let's take longer to go back after touching the platform. Shrink so fast you can just jump straight through them. Oh. This is like fun. No! I missed it. How much progress did I lose? I lost a bit. I lost quite a bit of progress. No! Oh my god. I lost so much progress. I'm at the beginning of 3. Oh, that's not too bad. But yeah, those shrink like instantly. This tower is really good still. Oh my god. This gameplay is fun. I can tell this tower did not take like a... Yeah, this tower either took like 2 seconds to build or like 4 months. And I think it took 4 months because I don't think there's any single creator that could build stuff like this in like 4 months. Which, props to Armor had for making a good tower. Unless like the ending is bad. I mean, so far I'm liking this tower more and more as I'm playing it. But this tower's fun. So is that all I'm gonna say? That this tower is amazing. This gameplay. I wonder what the SC is like. White neon connects with the other red transparent is the example. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like that. It's like the Citadel of Horrifying Phobias. That part. Why did I reference that? Thing reference. Oh, this is cool. We have to jump down off of this. This is cool. Now that was pretty cool. Yeah, there's like, I don't know what to guide with for this. This would be a cool like guide to make, except my commentaries for some reason are like just to be rambling on at this point. There's like no, oh, here's how to do this jump. Now that's going to be different for the soul crushing tower. I'm either just going to do a completion or actually like guide on it, because it's a soul crushing tower. Those are gonna need to be guided with no matter what. Oh, that's like that. So you just go with that. If you're having struggles with anything, just copy what I do, except unless I say not to, because I don't know, I might do something a bit weird. This gameplay's cool. We gotta go over here, do this challenge. I think I know what not to jump on here. 15 seconds, 15 seconds. You gotta do all this gameplay in 15 seconds, come on. You gotta do that like, I don't know, something like Nate stood wraparound. I don't even know what floor this is. I think I'm on like, I think I'm on floor 6. This tower seems short. Yeah, I got a feeling it's a short tower, but doesn't mean it's a bad. No! Oh, that got me. What? Oh. Yo, this must be like an old mechanic. I've seen it. I saw it in Arcane area once. Yeah, this. Thinking about this, does kind of feel like a 2020 tower. Maybe they're reminiscing on 2020. Or maybe I'm just picking 2020 things to play. You'll see what I mean from like the weekly challenge. I picked at this time because these are the weekly challenges currently. And yeah, these are the monthly towers. This has to go all the way over here. We gotta go all the way, push this to here. Push this to there, and then we just jump all the way here, and then we can continue on. This music is pretty fire. This tower is fire in general. I'd rate it a 10 out of 10 for everything. Go from one platform to one of these. Oh, I almost failed it. It reminded me of the video I'm trying to make, which I, for some reason, decided I can't complete, even though I can complete it. But I'll finish it soon. By soon, I mean literally, I could finish it tonight. I could finish it 4 months from now. But literally all I have to do is beat 410 on Tower of Cruel Punishment. That's all I have to do. It's not even that big of a task. Like, I gotta actually just try to do it. I got like far on the outside as well, so I definitely can do it. But yeah, that part's easy-ish. Easy-ish. It's not that bad. Oh, what floor is this? Oh, this is 8. Oh no, there's an outside. I'm scared now. We gotta concentrate, folks. This is scaring me. Oh, I thought I messed up. Alright, we did it. We did it. Let's go. That scared me badly. Alright, we're through some things. When the time runs out, the morpher instantly comes back to where it came from. Oh, you just had to jump. Glad I tried to do that. And I realized we're back inside. When did that happen? Oh, it's a clear frame. So you can't tell. Man, I knew that was a clear frame, but I just had to make sense then. Oh. We're on floor 9. Let's do this. Man, this tower's awesome. Like, I can make some cool. I should make a cool video idea with this tower. Just. Oh, I see what needs to be done here. Alright, so we got another outside section. Those seem to be prevalent. I'm gonna be so mad if I fill an outside just because it's an outside and this tower is awesome and I don't want my experience to be ruined with such a good tower. Like, I am praising this tower. People probably hate this tower, but it's a good tower nonetheless. I think we're nearing the final floor. What was that hiccup? Also, I barely made that jump. Oh, this is like a reminiscence of every floor. There's gonna be outsides, aren't there? This is something big on every floor. It's cool. It's a recap floor. I like recap floors. The only way is like you have to find a way to end them, which I think well, I mean, they obviously found a way. I almost did that jump weird. You know, you're not gonna realize I tried to do it forward. I didn't fully go for that, but I tried. Well, I didn't try. I thought about it, didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't do it, because I would have failed miserably. So, is there an outside? I thought they would make an outside. They are gonna make a stick out. Nope, they made an outside. Come on. Is this a recap of a recap? Oh, that would have gone bad fast. This might be safety, but I can't tell. I don't think it is because it's challenging, but it might not be. Admir probably has a video on it. Win it! Yeah, that tower was fun. That tower was really good. Wow. Yo, that tower was amazing. So that's that. Alright, let's go to Ring 9 now. Not Ring 9. Why am I like over the Do I have dementia? I hope I don't. We're going to Ring 9. Ring 9. We're going to Lost River. Lost River to do the soul crushing tower there, right? We're going to Lost River. Alright, see you in Lost River. Time to beat a soul crushing tower. You guys ready? It's the Tower of Quaint Avocations. It's about like insane. It's definitely soul crushing, but doesn't quite feel like, well, I don't know. I think I've got a little too much skill to decide like easier insane towers. I think this one's a bit easier. Some of the jumps are weird, but overall not too bad. To unlock, you got to go all the way to the main soul crushing tower here, or the one that's always here. And you go to the right, and Tower of Quaint Avocations right there. Beating this tower gives a ton of monthly tickets, and just overall worth beating because it's, you know, a monthly soul crushing. This is like the second one ever. Like, actually, all the other ones were remorseless and easier. Yeah, the first one was Tower of Slipping Through Reality, which was back in October of 2022, which I made a video of me completing on. And yeah, so when I'm done itching my back here, we go down here and Tower of Quaint Activations. So you'll enter, you'll see this. I recommend practicing this tower beforehand. Basically, you just gotta go up. When you're going on corners, try to aim like kind of like towards a corner like this, so you can go in easily. That's just good to know. So you have this jump, you gotta get, and then you have to squeeze through, and then you have to turn and kind of just go onto climb animation on there. Not too difficult, but sometimes it can take a bit. As thankfully, it's only the first jump, but yeah. If you fail a ton, you're failing literally the first jump of this tower. Don't be too worried. But yeah, after they got some simple jumps. For this, just try to aim high, and then kind of pray you climb on. And then after that, it's not too bad. Most of the tower's filler jumps, you'll have sections like this where you have to squeeze through and then quickly do this tightrope wraparound over here. And by the way, for this aim high, when you see this is like starting to go through, then you want to wrap through, then you want to go on, wrap around, hit this, quickly follow this the yellow stuff, and then you gotta kind of aim for the corner to land easy, and then you have to wrap around, kind of like a curved jump like how I did, and then you just have to go into ledge grabbing, and then you have to go down a little bit so you can jump, hit this button. Now you have a little bit of permanent button progress. Then you have to hit a teleporter purple thing, and then you experience this. So after that, you gotta go here, do a wraparound, and you'll see this like inlet stuff. Don't hit it as it teleports you back to a certain location. But yeah, you literally get to experience that right now, as you have to wrap around and not hit it and land here. Try, if you're not gonna make it, try aiming for this instead of like just failing the jump, because you don't want to lose progress. After that, you get a couple free jumps, except maybe that. But then you have this section. You have to wait for this wall to pass. Jump here, squeeze into this like thin wall. Wait for the wall to pass, and then you have to like wrap around. Wait for the wall to pass, and then you have to jump to this, wrap around, and then you have to literally wrap around that wall to land there, or you wrap around it then jump. And then you're done with floor 1. So welcome to floor 2, which starts off very easy, and you get this snow jump section, which is actually also pretty easy as well. So I go through the middle tightrope here. They're all probably collidable, but I go through the middle one. But yeah, you get this simple walking section. You'll have to do this backwards, but I am. This might be a little stressful, but these outsides are pretty chill. Also, I almost fell that. And then you get this. You want to go on the ladder and barely go down until you see that go away. That means you've hit the button and the jump giver or whatever. Basically, you can flick out. I recommend holding W in space so you can get out of there. And then you kind of just want to go back in. And now you got to follow the green. And you just have to jump over that. Now you're in this section. So you have these simple wraps. This kind of want to jump and turn in at the very end. And for this, you just want to get high and then just wrap. And for this, just get towards the edge. Go here. And then you got to far jump all the way to this ladder. And then you have to jump on one of these, wrap in. And then you got to jump forward onto kind of one of the simple parts. And then you have this. You just got to jump, turn. You hit a button, which then you have to go down to wrap around, but you can't go through the center, which gives you some permanent button progress. And when you do fail, which will likely happen unless you're just that good at the game or being an insane tower, you literally can't fail. There's button progress to make it back. So don't worry about failing too much, but it's not the best button progress, which could make your time incredibly lengthy. Which is another good reason to practice, so you don't have the longest time in the world in being it. And then you get this jump, which is too bad. You just gotta aim for a bit of the corner, and then you just gotta wrap. And then for this, just follow the arrow kind of like this way, so you're towards the X pusher. So then you can use to jump here. And then you have this, you gotta flick, and you gotta go towards the edge. Otherwise, you'll get teleported back to there. You gotta be on like the rind of this, carefully go around. And then you have to jump and then just turn around, dodging this quarter stud thingy. This quarter stud pole. And then you gotta hit the corner, wrap around, jump up here. Now you're on floor 3. You gotta go here, you gotta jump, and then you just have to kind of just wrap around fully. Be careful, as that is quite thin, but then you have to jump, turn. Wait for this to go pretty much all the way down. You can wait a couple cycles if you want, but then you have to kind of wait outside. Wait till like all the way up, then wrap around. Then you have another big wrap around. And then you want to jump and turn in. And you're done with that outside, which has some simple jumps. Be careful, there's some inlets. You gotta go here, try not to go too far out. Basically, you gotta wrap in here, go onto this, flick out, and now you have your speed pretty much taken away. So you gotta do these pretty tight wraps just because you've lost so much speed. For this, you gotta go out, go in, jump, and it's a pretty far jump. Then you have to flick up. That jump is really far. I was aligned well and I still missed it. Basically, once you get this maneuver, you can head back, and then you have to jump to this ladder. And then I recommend flicking to the side like that so you don't like hit your head and stuff, because that's a pretty tight gap, 3 studs. Like anything like 3 studs and less is like a tight gap for situations like that, just because your character is 1 stud, so it's like not that much room for error. Anyways, once you're done with that, you just have some simple jumps, teleporter to hit, and you get some more simple jumps. Be careful of that. This tells you to go this way, so go this way. And then you have to flick around the truss. So I really hope you know how to do that. But if you don't, there's enough room where you could possibly just jump to the sides. But it's really good to know how to flick around the truss. I learned it a while, but I wasn't able to actually pull it off until I was grinding Tower of Fractured Memories. So it isn't the easiest thing, but once you can get it, it's a very practical skill to have. And then anyways, for these, you guys just gotta aim for hitting the corners. Nothing too bad. And for this, I recommend trying to fit into the 2 stud gaps, so then you can just wrap around to there. It makes that section easier. For this, you gotta wrap around onto the left. You gotta wrap around inside the gap, so try to get into one of these corners, and then you can just simply wrap around like that. Then you have to get up and you have to dodge these. I recommend having T-pose. Makes it easier. And then for this, you have to do this timely because of that. And then try to jump here, and then you have to jump through. It's a bit weird gap. You might not need to jump through, but I'd recommend jumping through. Then you get some simple jumps, and then this one I recommend walking around. Makes it easier. And then you have to do a high jump off the wall to hit that teleporter, which then you go through, and then you have this jump. You just gotta aim, and then you just gotta jump through. Go up to here, jump up. Not too bad, pretty simple. And they have to go on top of here. And then you have to do like a head hitter thing, and then get up here. Try not to aim for climbing on that quarter stud, it's a bit weird. For this, you just have to be careful because of like thin stud physics. And then, oh boy, you get this section. So you have this pretty difficult wrap. It's just a bit turning. Then you have to hit this, go down to here, do a walk around. You have to go onto this, you have to hold W, and just pray you go onto that. You have to get pretty low, and then you can jump through there. I really recommend practicing that section before you go. It's weird, but once you get down, it's not too bad. And now I believe we're on floor 4. So this, you get simple wrap around. You just gotta aim through and then turn in. Try to turn tightly towards the wall so you can actually make it. And then you have to squeeze through this gap, which then you use to jump on top of the structure. And then you gotta carefully jump far out, and you have to jump out and turn. Not as bad, but just be mindful of those inlets. Then you just far jump to here, and you have this simple cylinder wrap around. It's a bit far. Once you get this, you get blind progress. You have to jump down to here, so then you can wrap and hit and climb this ladder. Then you just jump to here. Yeah, there's a lot of filler jumps in this tower, which makes it a bit easier because you have a bunch of wraparounds and just stuff. It's still a pretty cool tower. I recommend checking it out. If you don't have enough skill, just try to all jump it. If you have enough skill, go for it. I mean, you've had 8 days already, unlike me, where I've been trying to do this lately. But yeah, basically you get some simple jumps, and then you have this where you have to aim for the corner, just like floor 1, except way easier. After that, you gotta get towards here, and then you just have to jump, turn, and you see that area, you have to jump onto this, jump here, and then the conveyor isn't as strong, so you'll be able to land on this edge easily, but be careful when you land, like after you land, as you could accidentally walk into those inlets and be teleported. That jump is much easier than it looks, just trust me on that. I've never failed it before, and I've practiced it quite a bit. And then you have this, you gotta wrap here, and then you have to go into this. Try to get into here, and then you have to jump and go in. If you go from there, jump, like, go a little bit to the right, and then go in exactly how we did, it's a bit easier. And then you have this jump, like, that's totally not filled with jump. Oh yeah, then you have this, you jump here, gotta be careful, as you have to wrap out, climb onto this. And then you can either do 2 to climb or go onto there, that's what I do. And after that, you have to go here, so you can wrap around onto this. And then you have to go on the side through this, and then you have to jump up, climb onto here, jump onto this teleporter. Once you do that, you just gotta figure out how to. Once you do that, though, you're teleported here, and then you have a lot of inlets. So you have to go here, you have to do this particular wraparound. It doesn't look like you have to go that way, but you do, and it's a pretty tight jump. So you have a lot of stuff for here, and then you have to jump out, squeeze through, jump down here, and don't jump. You will get teleported back. Just have to walk here, walk down, walk, and then just turn. Just hold like one key at a time, and then you just have to go low so you can actually jump here, jump to this, and then make sure you have your hitbox towards here so you can jump and hit that teleporter. And don't mind these, like, universal. They're just like where you land from being teleported. It's probably stuff to do with like how the tower is. Probably so like, I don't know. I'm getting too technical and I don't have any building knowledge. But yeah, once you do this, you have some decently simple jumps. That jump is surprisingly difficult. You go on this, flick to here, and then you just gotta go across this, and you have a momentum jump. This dot right there indicates where the jump ends, so you have to jump right before you hit that while holding W to have enough momentum. And then you have this, you just gotta kind of aim a bit towards the wall. I don't really know, just kind of look what I did. Then you jump to here, do a head hitter, and now you're on floor 5, I think. Which starts off with this, you have to jump and then tightly go into that edge. Just think about tapping to be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is floor 5. It's a lengthy tower, but it's a bit shorter because I'm commentating on everything. And then you have to wrap. And then you gotta go on your back towards the wall, and then you just have to wrap up to here. Then you have to wrap. I recommend holding 1 key on some of the jumps just to make it a bit easier. And then you just go onto this, and then you just go this way, flick, and just hold D so you turn at the last second. Just like how I did. I need like, you know what I need to? I need to get a keyboard overlay thing so it just like shows what I'm doing. Probably make it a bit easier on these commentaries to explain that. But yeah, you just get some simple wraparound stuff. And then you have this, just wait for those to kind of like be like in between so you can go in between the poles. And be careful, it's quite a far jump. And then you have to jump onto the side, go in to a ledge grab, and then you can jump off onto this, jump to here, and then you have to go in between, you have to go in the little hole in the frame, wrap out, and do this 1 wrap around outside. And then you can go here, and then you have to do this big jump to there, or fall down. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, as you see, this tower is a bit more short than it seems. That sucks. What you're supposed to land down there instead of hit something and fall horrifically down. Thankfully, it doesn't seem that I have fallen too badly. As you see, I could also just climb up there. And there also is button progress, but I think I'm beyond that. Yeah. I might meet you guys back up there. Alright, I'm back. So, I actually hit that, but you're supposed to, you gotta get to the corner and then just wrap all the way there. And then you go, and then you wrap down to here and hit this button. Wrap down, you do a head hitter. And then you have to go back into there, but I fell, yet somehow I hit the button. So I guess if you do exactly how I did when I failed, you might not have to do that horrible jump. But I'd still recommend trying to do it because I could have just fallen all the way down. There's a couple of hard jumps. But yeah, now you have some simple stuff. You have to go on top of this truss just to ledge grab unless you want to flick around, but it's easy. And then you have to jump to there. Don't jump to those inlets. And then you have to go all the way to this edge, wrap around onto that arrow. It's very easy to horribly miss, but just if you can see it through there, you can likely make it. And then you have to go there, jump on. You have to go on the other spot. I recommend jumping in that center. And then after that, you just have to go through this. You have this jump then. You have to go to the side and then you just have to jump. Don't worry about losing your momentum, just hold D in space, and if you're decent at jumps like those, you can easily make it. After that, you gotta hit this button, which now you have to do some simple jumps. So I mean, that is a tight 3-stud wraparound because you hit your head on the ceiling. After that, you're pretty much good to go, and you have to go onto this to jump on the quarter stud, and then you hit a teleporter. And then you have to climb out, literally, and then, but you gotta stay on the top here, which you actually don't. You just have to dodge those inlets, which then used to wrap onto this. And if you do touch the inlets, you're going far back. Oh boy, you've got to be kidding me. You seem to save a little bit of progress. Yeah, you could skip that outside, which is good, but unfortunately, I hit that. Since this is only the beginning of 5, I might not need to cut much, because this tower isn't that lengthy. It's only probably like a 25-minute tower, but it's gonna be like a 40-minute recording just because I have to commentate on every jump and I ramble on a lot. I yap, so it might be a bit longer. Yeah, it's not too long to get back, as you see. This jump though kind of sucks. You have to have control. You have to know where this is, and then you have to wrap around. And I somehow, if I had one less frame to jump, I would be screwed. Thankfully, there's slight button progress at the tower, so instead of taking 17 minutes to get back, it takes 5. Really dodge those inlets, and don't fail this jump. Be careful failing this area. I seem to not be able to do it. Far jump, wrap around, and then you have to wrap to the side, and then you have to go through this, jump to this. Be careful as you go around. I really recommend having T-pose. And then you have to go on this sketchy ladder and truss thing, go pretty far down so you can jump onto this, and then you just wrap around. For this, I recommend jumping on one of these legs when it gets a bit lower. You want it to be slightly higher than where I jumped off of. And then you just wrap around this, jump up to here. Now you're on floor 6. Halfway done. But the difficulty's gonna double. Well, not really. It's pretty consistent. You just gotta kind of aim for the corner. Jump, turn, go around here, and then you just have to kind of jump, do the here, flick up, wait for this wall to go back. Go on the tightrope, wrap around here, wait for it to pass, jump on the tightrope, and then jump off. Dodge those inlets, and then you have to jump all the way to here. Go on top of this ladder, flick out, and then in carefully as it's a half stud. Go out, and then I recommend just wrapping around onto the truss like that, so you don't have to, so you're pretty much already set up, so you can just jump off and go. And now you have a tightrope wraparound, but you've probably played Tower of Double Trouble before, so I don't have to explain that. This just gotta jump, kind of just wrap around a lot. Then you have to hit this teleporter, which teleports you to this area, which, good luck. You gotta get on top of this. Pray you don't get flung and jump up. Go here, you gotta wrap out and in. Go up here. You gotta wait for this, kind of wait for it to be going to fully to one side and then jump there. And then for this, you just gotta jump, go to the side you're more comfortable with, and then just kind of wrap in. And then carefully flick out. It's a weird area, but you're not done. Well, I guess you are done for now. Up there's a bit of a more difficult section. Basically, you gotta carefully jump down the middle. Go onto here, and then just wrap around all the way. Wrap all the way back. Go over here, then wrap around onto the X pusher. Push the X pusher, but thankfully it pushes slow as you have to dodge that. And then you just jump off. Or not. Well, I'll meet you guys back up there. You're supposed to actually make that jump. I guess I failed it. I'll meet you back up there. I made it back. Let's go. So, when you do this jump, I recommend doing this X pusher to the side thing. It's supposed to, wrap around. You can jump and actually make it, but I guess I did it wrong. So yeah, when you actually get back, make progress. So this part's weird. You have to do this on the inside. It's not too bad. You got a little safety net, except you can fail. It's not too bad. Just try to do these tight jumps. And then you have to hit this, and you have to like squeeze your way back down. It's like a safety net thing. It's getting back down is actually kind of difficult, but it's not too bad. You just have to fit through this gap. Then you have to fit down. It's just tight spaces, but once you get through that, you have to go back here. And then I recommend going to a side and then just like side flicking out like that. After that, you have some decent jumps, and then you can just go around. And now you're on floor 7, which starts off with some unique jumps that aren't necessarily easy. Get like a 1x6. And then you have this thing, which is pretty cool. You have to go across this tightrope, and then you have to jump off. Dodge the inlets. For inlets, I recommend using T-pose. It makes things a bit easier. But for this, you want to go down and diagonal out, and then go. And then you have this thing. Just make sure you want to flick a little bit to go towards this platform, and then just like flick towards it. After that, you gotta jump towards and then do that, and then you just have to flick around, go here, wrap around, jump onto this X pusher, do this X pusher from the side so you don't fall off, and then just hold W around this until you're at the platform. Then you jump off, go here, you gotta follow the arrow, wrap, and then just kind of turn in. It's a weird jump, but it's not too bad. For this, you just gotta go around, wait for this to go to a side, jump, and then you have to hit this button, and then you have 6 seconds to make it all the way on top of there. So you gotta go, and then you just have to get all the way up here. Once you're here, you're good. But basically, you want to get near the top, then just wrap around. Pray you don't get flung. There's probably a much better way to do it, but I'm just doing it just a quick way. After they gotta wrap around, and then you have to do this. You have to wrap around. Try to wrap around a little bit like how I did, so you can avoid that. Just try to wrap around a little bigger, keeping that in mind. And then you have this whole W here, and then just gotta do a big flick around. And then you have to wrap onto this one. This is like kind of in your sight. Just have to do this a couple times. Wait for a decent cycle, and then just like jump off like that. Like pretty much right when that passes that wall. And then you have to go on this ladder, flick up, far jump onto this. You gotta get decently low. Like get about 3 studs up, and then just jump. And you'll make it. And then you have this thing. You have to get all the way over there. So you have to get up to here, jump up, hit this, and you get 2 seconds to jump all the way there. So I recommend practicing this. But getting up there, jumping, hitting that, and make sure you hit that button or else you'd fall. Unless you just hold W, then you'll be fine. Then you have to quickly go across that, doing a far long jump. It's not as bad as it looks, but you should know what you're doing. For this, I just recommend jumping forward and turning, and then you have a scary outside, because the outsides on this tower are way too scary. You have to do that like tight jump, and then you have to go on top of this, squeeze through this gap, and you'll back inside the tower. You have to go on this. You kind of have to flick a little bit, but not really. And you have to do this T-pose, and then you have to hit this. Try to like turn in when you can. You just have to hit the teleporter. After that, you get this wrap around. You gotta be slightly wide, but you have to do a tight turn exactly how I did it, and you'll make it flawlessly. Otherwise, not too bad. You have to jump onto this outside. It might be a bit confusing there, but instead of going outside, it's the frame, and then you just have to kind of jump and turn. I recommend jumping and turning rather than letting go shift lock. And horribly failing, not even hitting the jump button or the space bar as I do on PC. Using a PC, this is a laptop, but I am using a mouse. Also almost fell further. But you're supposed to actually jump there. Well, I only fell 2 floors, but it's 2 floors, and I'm probably gonna fall further, as that's what happened for me. As when I fell on that floor 6 right before getting back, I literally fell all the way to the very beginning. That's why it took so long to get back. Anyways, I'll meet you back up there. I'm finally back. Oh my gosh, took forever. I fell a lot, but I'm back. So when you actually jump there, you gotta squeeze through that, nothing too special, and you're on floor 8. So yeah, that jumps, we're trying to like do it a bit forward like how I did it, so you have enough momentum, because losing momentum is weird. And then you get floor, which isn't too bad. Floor 8's rather lengthy, though. I said that it's going to be the shortest floor of this whole tower. So you just got to wrap around the cylinder. You're kind of ascending up it. You have to do a big wrap around onto a teleporter. Then you have to squeeze through, jump to here. And then you have to do like a wrap around, kind of treat it a little bit normally, kind of a bit differently. Then you have a long jump, which this part's weird. You got to jump in. You have to jump like really well. You have to turn 90 degrees. And then do all this gameplay right here. It's weird. You have to go there and then you have to just I don't know, just copy what I did. I don't know what to say there. It's a big concentration spot. It's not easy to sight read, but it's doable. It's not too bad. And then you gotta jump on this teleporter, which you think, why'd you do that? You have to head hitter down here. You have to get this button right here, which thankfully is permanent, not timed. Then you gotta head hitter up, and then you go this way, which then you have to squeeze through this, and then you have to go on top of here, jump to this. Do a lot of gameplay. You have to do a big wraparound outside, hit a teleporter, and now you have a ton of button progress. So if you fall, you gotta carefully jump on this, do a head hitter, and do some simple gameplay. And then you're back. So that actually gives a ton of button progress. And for this part, I recommend jumping onto this, going on the climbing onto that and jumping off. So when that passes like this, then you kind of want to jump towards it. About what I did. And then after this, wait for it to arrive. And if you see it arriving and you practice this, you're good. But wait for this to arrive towards you, jump on it. And then it's going to jump towards you. And then you have to quickly wrap around. And if you fail this jump, don't worry, you're going back to earlier on this floor. But you gotta do reverse header. There was a teleporter on there. And then after that, you're inside. You gotta get high, and then you just have to wrap around. You have to go down onto this, so then you can just jump and then go in. And then you have to ledge grab this. You gotta be careful because it's that. And then you can jump to here. And you have to go here. You have to jump into the wall. And then you have to dodge that tiny gap. Which then you have to do all this gameplay. Jump onto here, go across this, and you see this, you gotta jump down onto here, which then you can wrap around to there. Yeah, you gotta jump down there to go there, and then after that, you have to go onto this ladder, climb down pretty far, so you can hit that, otherwise you'll hit your head. And then after this, you have to jump onto here, go all the way around, do a ledge climb until you hit the button, and then you have 7 seconds to get back up, go up this way, do this wraparound, and then jump off. And it's a very tight time, but I'm doing it in a weird way, so there's probably a more efficient way that is a bit faster. Anyways, you got a 3-stud stick out, and then you have to go onto the frame, and this outside is horrendous. You'll see. So you got to do this weird jump. Get on to floor 9. You got to go back inside, go here, you got to wrap, and you have to climb. You have to go and climb animation down here. You gotta jump into this gap, jump here, and wait, that's the wrong outside. Oops. That outside's actually not too bad. But you have this section where you have to just wrap to there, do a nice wrap, and also this music's copyrighted, so I need to turn this off. There. Yeah, this music's copyrighted. You guys can't listen to it, but if you want to listen to it, it's a Cruel Angel Thesis synthwave. Basically, you gotta go on the ledge grab, and then you have to jump, turn in, go out, hit this. Well, it's copyrighted, but I think I'm talking loud enough, so we're just gonna put it around there. And then you just gotta walk off, and you can't jump, by the way, so you gotta be very careful here. Cross this, walk onto this, carefully go down, go on top of this, turn in, carefully go across this, turn, climb on top of this, go to here, and then you gotta hit that teleporter, which you will obviously be able to do, and then you gotta go down to here, and then what I do is I just recommend getting towards the edge, and then I just kind of flick forward. I hold W only. I do a big flick to the right, and then I just go and I hit that. Just do what I did there, and it's a pretty cool method to get it done. I kind of did the method inspired off of a Logan ISL video. It's on his Pseudo-Pero. I decided to do a method similar to his on like one of the jumps he did, and I made that method out of it. And for this, you just gotta wrap through. It's a weird jump, but it's not too bad. For this, just go and climb animation. Go down, climb animation, then you can just jump, easily make it. For this, you have to dodge these. They're inlets. Dodge them. But you only have to do a couple jumps. Then you get to jump down here, go all the way across, jump to a side, go on top of this half stud, do a head hitter up, which you probably want to do slightly differently just because it's probably really easy to flat side. For this, you gotta get up a little bit, but slightly down, and then just wrap on. Go this, you want to go forward on it the way I did so you can climb on it. You gotta jump to here, and then for this you have to wrap around all the way, flick around, jump to here, jump and just turn. Hit this and you have 3 seconds to do this wraparound. So you gotta quickly wrap around, then jump off, and then you can go onto here, go top, jump on this, do another big wraparound onto here, and then you just gotta jump and turn, jump all the way to here, and then just wrap around. Then you gotta go in tightly, jump around this, carefully do that jump because of that, and then you can just jump to this, and then I just recommend jumping from the bottom here, which then you have to hit this. I recommend holding space and D and W to go around because of how close that wall is. And then you have to wrap around onto here, jump and turn. You gotta do a head hitter up onto this, ledge grab. So I recommend just slightly tilting off the wall until you go onto a climb animation. Go down a little bit so then you can jump off, and then carefully wrap around, do a reverse head hitter, jump, and then you have this outside. You have to jump onto this, go here, go inside, hit a button, go down, repeat this process, except now you gotta do this ladder flick on the outside, and it's very failable. Thankfully I passed. Basically do that ladder flick, and a lot of times it just jumps. It's weird, but once you pass all that, you just have to do this weird jump, and basically jump and turn, and now you're on floor 10. Good luck. So you gotta do this. For this, you just gotta jump, turn, go onto the truss, wrap around, and then hold W so you go onto the truss wall, going towards it. You have to go on this, go here. I recommend flicking and then turning around and going forward, and then go through the side, align well so you can jump through. And then you have to go and climb animation. Just go and climb animation, go down far, and then just jump and hold W. After you gotta carefully dodge that. Carefully dodge these as you're gonna go down a decent distance. It's a distance you don't want to have to repeat. And then you just gotta kind of jump forward a bit, jump down, and then you have to wrap around onto this, go forward, jump off, and then you have to jump and just kind of squeeze through, and you have to do a big stick out jump thing. See that right there? You just gotta carefully jump down, go on this, until you're able to get towards the edge, and then you just gotta wrap around and pray make it. And this is just a little too tilted for comfort, but otherwise not too bad. And then this section's scary. You have to hit this box, you have to immediately wrap around, and then you have to just push this box forward. Don't fail this. Just don't. Because you gotta make your way back, and you'll probably have to lose some progress. Anyways, I recommend wrapping from the left side, and then you just have to wrap around, hit this, flick up here, hit this teleporter, and then you have to jump onto this X pusher. You have to go, I recommend going to the side on your left side, and then you just kind of jump off. It's weird, but then you have to go on here, wrap onto this truss, and then I recommend waiting down here, waiting for this to kind of arrive, and then just wrap around, hit the teleporter, and then you have to do this jumps where you just got to get to there, and then you just have to wrap around, turn, you go on top of this, jump forward, you have to wrap all the way around this, hold W, and then you have to walk around the truss, go down a little bit, and then carefully get up, and then you have to go inside, you have to jump onto this, you have to hit this button, which goes in there quickly, so you have to do this, you have to quickly get into the center, and then you can hit the button from there, which as you see, you have to get out more, As you see, you have to get down there, which then you can get to the side. So you have to carefully get across. And then you have to go onto the side, jump and turn. And this, yeah, this is why you might want to watch a guide or something, as this entire area you can't do. But anyways, once you hit that button, you just have to go. You kind of have to press W into a consistency, jump up here, and you have to get back out. So try to hit that, quickly, carefully hit her up, and you beat the tower. Once you're done with that, you can just, oh my gosh, I beat the tower! Oh, let's go, yeah! But that's Soul Crushing Tower, and I really like it, as I literally just beat that for the first time. Yeah, I beat this. That's that fun tower. It's pretty cool. I recommend playing it, and that's that monthly tower. Wow. I definitely fluked those last 4. Wow, I should have failed like 4 times, and that very end is actually pretty scary. But yeah, that's that tower, and that's all the monthly towers. If you're watching this on the compilation of all the towers, that's that. If you're watching this on its own, you can watch the other 2 that are near this video. And yeah, I'll see you next time for next month's monthly challenges, which are in April. Which, who knows, they probably, hopefully they are April Fool's themed. That'd be cool. But yeah, see you next month for next month's monthly towers. See ya!